So the first one will be a mid smoke, the sniper's nest smoke. So you're gonna line up, your first finger will be about right here. So then you're gonna go up from this edge, right here, run forward and throw. So, and you get a little perfect mid smoke every time. You can see there's no gaps on either side, and this would be good as an early round if your team is going to take mid control and push out mid. They don't want to get picked by the opera if the other team has an opera. So that is the mid smoke. So I'll go over it one more time. You line yourself up with this last pillar right here, right in the middle, and then you're gonna line it up right here, go to the top of this one, and really it's just approximate until your finger gets about right there. Then you're gonna run forward and throw. Gives you a perfect mid smoke every time. The next smoke will be a CT smoke. So with this CT smoke, all you have to do is come up to this little door right here, and in this quadrant right here, go to the top of this little knurl that's on top of the beginning of this palace castle deal, jump and throw. So as you can see, it gives you a really shallow CT smoke. So if you're just trying to push, or if you don't want somebody that's right here on ticket booth, there's a lot of CT smokes that'll end up right here and they'll still have a gap in ticket booth. This one you can have your guys palace push out and your guys ramp push out without anybody from ticket booth actually being able to do anything. Another smoke that is useful on T-side Mirage would be the stairs smoke. So let me show you where the player playing stairs would be. So anybody who's playing this angle right here, where they can pick off dude's palace, they can peek out and hit the dude that's going ramp, they can turn around and get anybody that's in connector and cat. I would say this is probably one of the more important smokes. So what you're going to do, when you spawn, you're going to jump right up on this ledge right here, and right in the middle, so this corner right here, and this wooden little stilt, and you would just throw. You don't have to jump, you don't have to do anything special, and it gives you a perfect stair smoke. You can combine this with any jungle or connector smoke, jungle being this area over here, connector being this area right here. I'll show you what that looks like. So you would go right in the middle of this little block right here, aim at the top wooden plank, run, and then throw. There we go. And so that smoke right there is coupled with your stairs smoke. This is a useful flash that you'll want to throw if your team wants to push out on A. So what you do is you aim right here. You could even do it really high, you know, align yourself over here, and you throw, and everybody on site is flashed. So you line yourself up with this guy right here, and the corner of this right here. Flashback. So anybody that's even has their eyes on this angle right here, they'll be flashed. So if they're right here, they'll get flashed. If they're, you know, right here, they'll get flashed. If they're playing, you know, close ramp, they're gonna get flashed. Even I believe if they're playing ticket booth, they'll get flashed. Yep. And so that's one of the best flashes to throw towards your CT. So now we'll do smoke for catwalk. So the smoke for catwalk really is if you're going to play a strat that goes mid to connector, or if you're going, you know, underpass to Sniper's Nest. This is a really helpful smoke if you have just one person throw the smoke. It can really eliminate any worries that you guys have as a team. So what you do, line yourself up with this right here, and you're going to throw right about there. When you stand right in this position, you can see there's a little bit of this wall exposed on this side, and this little doorway right here. So you're going to line your hand up with that. So your hand will be lined up with that. And then your crosshair is exactly where mine is now, where it is lined up right in the middle of this corner of the wall.
I'm throwing smoke.
And there's not a gap here, not a gap here. So if you're standing on the other side, trying to pick someone that's going mid, you can't. You literally would have to get a boost over. Maybe a boost right here would be a good counter to that. This is a little bit more an orthodox smoke for B, so this is to smoke off bench if you have somebody pushing in through apartments and you're pushing in through cat. So it's really situational, but it is a really cool smoke, and it doesn't really take, you know, much effort. So as long as the guy that is playing bench on CT is preoccupied with the person in apartments, or vice versa, if you're trying to retake as CT and you have somebody playing bench that it is known and you just want to eliminate that one-on-one aim duel and you want to be able to focus in other places, because it is pretty difficult, you know, to get somebody that is just peeking, you know, shoulder peeking behind bench. So here's the smoke right here. You line yourself up with this little whatever this would be called, and you line your crosshair up. You obviously want to stand on top of this little deal. Line your crosshair up right in the corner, and right where this splits, so where this part comes off of this wall, you aim right in the middle between the power line and that, and you just throw. And obviously, you know, it's not a perfect bench smoke. There are smokes where you can get closer to this, and really it's just playing with the angle. But for an impromptu smoke, if you're retaking a side, or if you want to just eliminate that guy from seeing you, or you know, having to take the aim duel with him, you can even do it, you know, from different angles. If you peek out a little bit more, you know, you can throw it from right here. And it's really all situational, depending on how much of your body you want to expose to this guy. So this is a smoke to block off this part of sight. So this is you could use this in conjunction with the bench smoke that I showed earlier, or you could just use this as a standalone smoke to gain ground on sight. So really, the bench smoke is very situational. That's if there is a player standing bench, but more than likely there will be somebody on site even holding, or somebody close left right here, somebody on van, and somebody on bench if it's a three-man, you know, the terrace have 3 people, or there could be somebody apartments, somebody market. Either way, this would just eliminate your worries on the site while you're moving up. So you wouldn't be able to get peeked from sight unless you ran through the smoke. So what you have to do is just aim right here, throw, and it bounces off this and lands in sight every time. And so it gives you a perfect, they cannot see through this, they can't see, you know, in either of these edges. So that gives you the perfect, so like I said, perfect smoke. Just stand in the corner, aim right here, but aim at the power line, throw, bounces off the wall, bounces onto that little, you know, stair step, and a perfect smoke every time. Alright, now I will be showing a smoke to block off market from the same position as the smoke I showed off earlier. So you'd really want to line it up with this little crossbar that's in between these 2 pieces of wood for this power line. Aim up past the power line and throw. If you do have somebody that's trying to enter the site, you know, one of your teammates as a T, this would be the perfect smoke to help him not have to worry about somebody shoulder peeking a market and getting an op shot on him. So, like I said, in the very corner, aim up with this little crossbar above, and just throw. Bounces down. And there you go. You know, it's different every time, but nobody, if you're in market, you can't really see anything. Okay, so I want to thank you for watching this video. If you have a certain map in mind that you want me to do next, just throw it down in the comments below and I'll read it, get to it, and I will more than likely make it. So, thanks for watching.